What's up guys, it's EvanHoosta57 here. We are back on Neverwinter on the Xbox One, and today I will be doing a video on the summer festival. So this will be a everything you need to know and a farming video, and we'll go ahead and get started. First thing you're going to do is come and accept 2 quests from this priestess. One is automatically completed, and the second you actually have to complete. It's complete any 3 activities, and those activities range from the water battle, the summer feast, and picking flowers. So right now you'll see that we're in the summer feast event, 3 minutes left. This one is really easy to do, and basically there's a couple different ways that you can earn points. The first way is herding animals. So you'll see we have a chicken here, and basically you kind of have to herd them back in, and voila, 2 points. Now all you have to do is just get a single point. You don't need to get multiple points or even stay in this area in order to get the rewards for being in the event, but the more points you get, the higher your rank, the better off you are. Every chicken is worth 2 points. Every pig, which are way out here, are worth 7 points. Or you can go ahead and come to these corn stalks and you can pick corn. You will not know how many corn you get until you actually pick it, but basically you come and do that, and you want to be on a world with not a whole lot of people, but you know, that's just so that you can get more points and get a higher ranking. Then you take all that corn that you picked and you bring it back, and there's all these little crates all around that you can actually put the corn in, and you deposit 10 ears of corn and you get 5 points. So of course the more inventory space you have to do that, the better, and occasionally a golden chicken will spawn if you see said golden chicken and manage to catch it. Or I should say herd it, which it is possible to herd more than one animal at once, but it's very difficult to do. Then, come on chicken, go the direction I want you to go. Thank you. But then you would get 30 points. So, not that it's really crucial. I mean, I have 44 points. I'm still in 8th place. That doesn't really matter. It's just a matter of you want to complete it for the quest. And sadly, there's not a ton of really good rewards, but you know, hey, it's something interesting. So yeah, literally it's time to farm, and you can pick corn, herd the animals, whatever. That's what that event is about. And you can only herd them for about 30 seconds before they lose interest in you. So it does help if you have a faster mount. Any epic mount will do. Technically, even an 80% speed boost mount will do. But yeah, that's what you do with those. If you have a ton of inventory space, you can go ahead and pick a bunch of corn. Each event lasts 15 minutes. Or yeah, event within the event, the festival itself. And basically, yeah, you go ahead and pick, you know, a couple 100 ears of corn, and then bring them and turn them all in when there's like 30 seconds left on the event, and you can get a bunch of points that way. So we got 1 second left. I'm going to place in the copper bracket, which that's really not all that bad for not trying. And basically I got 20 fire blossom petals, some tomatoes, some watermelon, the light cotton cloth, and the light summer thread. The filigree is the best thing that you want, or the best thing that you can get. Now, you'll take that quest once you've completed 3 events. Ignore the idiots that are spamming the fact that you can buy astral diamonds for real money on other websites, because all they will do is steal your information. And you turn the quest in for a whole bunch of resources. Mainly those filigrees are what you want. Then the next thing that you want to work on is to do your professions, which there's actually a new profession for this event, and I gotta go find it here. The summer provision, or summer provisioning, sorry about that. And the max level that you can get is 3. It's relatively easy to do as long as you have the requirements. And the items, it only takes about 3 hours to get it to max level. So basically you can make gear, which really isn't useful. It's purely cosmetic. You can make some different food dishes. You can make some fireworks and small party poppers. The prepare a feast is pretty nice. You can collect fire blossom petals, which takes like all day to do. So when you get off for the night or something like that, that's the way to do it. And you can do make the hero's feast, which make the hero's feast is actually really good because you make 5 altars that act like a normal portable altar, but they also give you 150 power and 1000 max HP as a buff. So those are actually really good, but they do take a lot of resources. As you can see, I don't have enough squash or enough tomatoes to make those. So this is where farming comes in. You'll come over here and the festival florist will sell you basically 4 things. A flower gathering reward, squash, watermelons, and tomatoes. Your basic resources for your professions. And then the bonus item, you could say, which is where you'll get your main chunk of your fire blossom petals from. So this is about the only real actual farming and killing that you're going to do. Which is kind of strange because you take, a questing type game and, go from doing dungeons and killing shit to literally collecting flowers and, corn and herding animals. So it's very strange. But basically you come in here and you can either pick the flowers, which give you between 1 and 4, and they have a pretty fast respawn. And you can also kill these little kobolds. They're pretty weak, so it doesn't really take much. And occasionally they will drop the fire blossom flowers. They'll only drop, 1 at a time. And of course you can still get your refinement point stones if you're running the Dragon Horde enchantments. Or any other drop potential items if you have those enchantments active. And the quest will require you to collect 12 of these flowers. If you collect 24 of the flowers, then you will be able to trade them in for that reward. So we're going to go ahead and collect 24 flowers real quick just to show you what you get from that reward, because you always get the same thing. And that's kind of depressing because I thought I could do an opening video for it, but sadly you can't since you only get the same item, and yeah, there's no point in doing that. But there we go, there's 4 fire blossom flowers. You do get a very minor amount of XP for actually killing these guys, but it doesn't amount to anything, so don't do it for the XP. And it's not really a good place to farm for, your refinement point stones. So not really good for that either. The only thing that it is good for is getting the flowers. Also about, I'd say maybe 10 to 15 minutes in between events is all the time that you'll have to wait. And then there's another event, and it'll be like Angry Trolls or the Water Battle. The Angry Trolls event isn't too bad. The water battle is just a matter of throwing water balloons at each other, which is kind of retarded. Again, this is a game that's, questing and dungeoning and killing shit, and then we have a weird event like this. So, yeah. Alright, let's see. Do I have enough of these? Yes, I do. I actually have 27, so I can go ahead and buy that. Flower gathering reward. And you open it, and congratulations, you get 15 fire blossom petals, 2 light cotton cloth, and 2 light summer thread, and you always get the same thing. You can also make several different items, and these act like potions. Somewhat better. I mean, the squash soup is pretty good for a control wizard because you get increased critical chance and critical severity for 1800 seconds, but you can only have 1 food event buff on at a time. So you can make some beneficial things from it, but they're kind of like potions, when you die, you lose them. As far as vendors, there's a couple vendors here. One that requires your you could say favor, which you earn 1 per day. So how you're supposed to get 15 for a mount, not entirely sure, considering the event only runs a total of 14 days. But you can buy those. You can also come over here and you'll see all the cosmetics for the weapons, which the axe kind of looks cool. I mean, it's different. The weapons for the control wizard really don't look that good. We're going to go ahead and take a look at those. You can buy infinite use water items, so the water balloons, the bucket, the decanter, which is probably the one that I'll buy at some point. But the orbs, or like, I can make my artifact weapon look like a watering can. I have no idea why I would do that, but yeah, whatever. So not really impressed with those. And the pig is the companion that you can buy, which is ridiculously overpriced, 4,200 Fire Blossom petals. And its active bonus is you gain 1% of your max HP healed every second you are controlled. Not really that great. So yeah, the most interesting thing here that I see are the piñatas, because you buy the piñata, and I'll go ahead and buy one. And let's go over here. And hey, look, the Hungry Trolls event spawned. So I'll show you that in a second. After, let's see what a piñata is like. Go ahead and use that. Hey, look, a piñata. Time to kill it. So surprisingly, these things actually have a lot of health, but not all that bad. And it gets destroyed and drops all these wonderful random item thingies on the ground for you, and also teleport some to your inventory. Other players in the area can pick that up, and I mean, basically you're going to get a lot of rank 2, rank 1 enchantments, the occasional interesting item, which in this case would be this light wine, increased movement and regeneration depending upon your level. Well, that's decent. It's a different buff, but not really anything too impressive right off the bat. I mean, I got another party popper. I got some more fireworks. These enchantments, not that great, but I mean, hey, it's free refinement points. So you know what? I'll go ahead and put that into my lantern here real quick, which is what I would recommend that, you know, you do the same thing if you do get those, because hell, it might not be a lot of refinement points, but, you know, it's still free refinement points. That's probably the best thing that you can get out of this event that I have seen. So, you know, right there, I got a few refinement points for my lantern, which, you know, hell, whatever. And you come over here, and we can participate in the Hungry Trolls event, which each troll is worth a different number of points depending on, I guess, you know, how difficult they are. Again, all you have to do is get 1 point. This is also the same area that the water balloon, water battle fight takes place in. You'll see these little buckets on the ground. They're not here now, but they'll be here, and you can pick up temporary use water items from them. So you can either run a circle, or there's a couple spots that spawn pretty well, but by now a lot of people know, like, this area is a pretty good spawn point. As you can see, those group of trolls just ran down here, but since everybody knows about this area, they kind of sit here. So you can do the same thing if you want to, but you don't have to. You can also come over here, and there's another spawn point, and then whenever you see that, there's this big old boss that spawns. Well, not really big. I mean, he's difficult if you're a low level and a low gear score, but, you know, if you're a decent level 60, he melts pretty quickly. And of course, everybody flocks to him, because you'll see I have 14 points, now I have 22 points. And yeah, that's just from killing him, so that works out really well. And now these guys can drop your refinement point stones. Other than that, they have no drop table. They're purely for the event, purely for points. So you don't have to worry about picking up random gear, treasure, things like that. Of course, you won't be able to farm them for items for gold or anything, which is a little depressing, but not really too bad. And if you want first place in the event, you're going to have to really stay the entire time, but it doesn't really matter too much. You can get up on top of the hay bales, which I mean, to each his own. Like I said, it's kind of a weird event. But I like to find a group of trolls, which of course is what most people like to do, because the regular starving trolls, most of them are only worth 1 point, 2 points at the most. And you'll see it's usually pretty hard to maintain a high rank in this, especially if you only participate for a few minutes, because really they don't spawn a lot of stuff together. Like at best you're lucky to find 2 or 3 of the hungry trolls together. Sometimes you can find 4, but it's very rare. And then, you know, everybody is fighting for the kills, so yeah. Also helps if you have a faster mount, because you can outrun the other people if you're running around. Otherwise you can just camp an area. Like here we go, here's one of those lucky spawns with 4 of them. This is where it helps that I'm a control wizard, because I can hit and kill everything. So I got 42 points, 43 points. That put me in rank 6. And you know, the rewards aren't really that different. It's just the higher the rank you can get the gold filigrees. Or, I mean, they're called filigrees, but they're gold. And those are what you need to do the profession things, which is really the only thing that I want to do, because at least you can sell some of the stuff for a decent amount of money. I mean, it doesn't sell for a lot, but you could sell it because people want the fashion clothing, and I mean, yeah, it's whatever. I don't really care for it, but some people like it, and you can sell it or trade it for gold, so you can always do that if you want to. But I like making the altars because of that extra power and HP bonus, so that's kind of cool in addition to it just being an altar. But yeah, you basically run around here. I got rank 5. Probably I could get rank 4, rank 3, just depending on how much time I'd want to spend in this area. But if you're like me and you don't want to spend all your time in one spot, hey, there's my refining point stone I was talking about. So 500 refinement point stone, a peridot, I'll take that. Save that for a double refinement event, which will give me 1,000 refinement points. So yeah, I like that. But basically what you can do is you can leave the killing fields if you want. You don't have to. The main thing that I want are the fire blossom petals, just to buy a whole bunch of the pinatas. Other than that, I don't really care about the event too much. It's interesting, but it looks like something that you would see out of Sword Art Online, you know, like a Aincrad setting. It doesn't really look like something you'd expect to see out of Neverwinter, especially just following the siege of Neverwinter. So interesting. I don't really see the practicality in the event. So what I do is I come back over here and I farm these little guys out of existence and get more flowers and trade them in for more fire blossom petals, which is what you're going to have to do if you want that companion that's 4,200 fire blossom petals. Or if you want to get, you know, the watering can or the farmer's sickle or anything like that, the cosmetic items. And also, since you can kill these guys pretty quickly, it works out very well for getting refinement points, or at least it works out to be the wellest or the best way to do it in this area. That boss will respawn. You get that little message, defeat Schmog or whatever the hell his name is, and you get more points. But I'm still at rank 5, so I'm happy with that, and that's with 60 points. There's another 500 refinement point stone, and basically this is what you do in the summer festival. And then you check in every day. When the server resets, you get the quest to do it again, you get another favor, and you get more filigree, more squash, tomatoes, you know, all those interesting things. And then you can, you know, use them for the professions, which also you can go ahead and pick flowers. And if you're short, like I'm short on tomatoes, I can go ahead and cash in some of these fire blossom flowers that I have for the tomatoes that I need to do the actual profession. But other than that, not really too much to do in this area. I don't think I'm going to be able to show you the water battle because that event is not active right now, and I really don't want to wait another 15 minutes for it to be up. But I'll show you the rewards I get off of this Hungry Trolls, which sadly I am down to rank 7, so I probably won't get the filigrees off of it, but that's okay. I'll go ahead and run back over there and see if I can't pick up another point or two just to see if I can get the filigree, because that's really the main resource that's actually hard to come by. The thread and dyes and cloth and all that isn't really hard to come by. Some people will actually buy it for gold. Surprisingly, I don't know why, because it's easy to get, and you can literally come over here and buy your tomatoes and squash and do the profession. So super easy. And that's basically what you do while you wait for a new event, is you farm flowers. And again, I don't really understand why they brought this kind of event, because I mean, yeah, flowers, fantastic. I want to pick up another point. Where's a damn troll? Occasionally you get one that glitches out up here and you can't get to them. Or 3, or 4, which I've never seen that many glitch out up there. Alright, they jumped down. Well, one's still stuck up there. See if I can't pull back my my rank 6, at least. I don't know how many points these people have, and since the trolls aren't really worth a whole lot of points for each one, you don't get too much. Come over here and kill that guy. 66 points. Start working on these guys. 60, 70 points, 75, and I'm in rank 6. Only got another minute until this ends. See what I get. Hopefully I get the filigree. If I get enough filigree and squash, I'll go ahead and start that profession. It only takes an hour to do that, which, I mean, that's like no time at all. And then when you get off, you simply just set the profession to go for 18 hours, and you'll get some fire blossom petals. And you'll see me do an opening video for those piñatas, because I'm going to buy like a ton of the piñatas and then see what I get from all of them. Come on, trying to get rank 5 before this ends. I want to see if that's possible to do. I might be able to do it, but I don't know. It just depends on how many points the other players have. Probably not. I've got a minute left. And there's a warlock running around here, which makes it a little bit difficult to do. This is the spot I like to hang out in, because you've got 2 spawns, one to my left, one to my right. So you don't really have to go too far. You just basically wait, and there's the one on the right, which these are real easy to kill, real easy. A few basic points. Was that a refinement stone? Yes, it was. Another paradox. That's the 3rd one that I've got in this time. And then I want these trolls, because that gluttonous troll, I should say, he's worth more points. There I go, I got rank 5. Now let's see if I can keep it another 13 seconds. Come on, I want to get 100 points, even 100. Is that going to be possible? I don't think so, not in 2 seconds, and yeah, rank 6. So, what did I get? I got 7 filigree, perfect. Didn't get any squash or anything like that, which you don't seem to get usually off of the Hungry Trolls. You normally get that off of the Summer Feast. So what you'll want to do if you want to do the professions is come over here and buy the missing items, which for me, that is, wow, that's actually quite a lot. I need 1 tomato and I need 7 squash. So if you just need like 1 or 2 of an item, it's not really bad. It's only 3 flowers each. But the fact that I need 7 squash, that's a lot. And, that can take you some time to get the flowers if you're not really farming them like I am. But, I had enough flowers to do that, so no big deal. Go ahead and set that, and voila. So that's really about it. The only thing that I didn't show you guys was the water battle. But if you have any questions, comments, make sure you post a comment. Otherwise, go ahead, smash the like button. Hopefully you enjoy the festival, and subscribe for more content. So, thanks for watching.